Morning, it's Barbara. Our tree isn't working, so now you only know how it is inside my house. Good morning, it's Barbara. Dennis with the phone of all knowledge says it's 32 outside. We at the moment are getting freezing rain. May not be actually falling at this very moment, but yeah. And we have a nice thick-ish crust of icy crystals, and you wouldn't want to walk down our driveway. So don't come over now. It's dangerous. However, it is getting up to 40 something today, we hope, and so maybe we don't have to scrape the whole driveway. You won't be surprised to hear we're hoping for that. All right, see, this is my regular tube lipstick that I bought to go with this sweater. One of these days, I'll have a better imagination and figure out what other things I can wear that will go well with this lipstick. Now, you may think that's a little bit backwards, that you normally like pick your outfit and then find the lipstick, but you know, not always. Sometimes you say, oh, I want to wear that lipstick. What should I wear to go with it? And one day I'm going to say something that's not this sweater, but I love the sweater, so I'm not sad. This is my Oulac, O-U-L-A-C. This one has the label Deep Kiss. Now, I would never have named this Deep Kiss, but I bought it. So what do I know? Good morning. Yeah, so it's an icy day out our window. When I woke up, there was like a crust, quarter of an inch crust of crystally ice on everything on the ground and the roof, and the sidewalks and the grass. But the trees did not look like they were covered with that, and so it didn't feel so dangerous. When we get ice storms, the real danger is, of course, that the ice covers all the branches of the trees and weighs down the trees, and then they break off and cause havoc. So, yeah. But today, not so much on the trees, although this freezing rain will stay on the trees for a little while, but then it's going to get warm. There you go. That's the current weather. Dennis is expecting a delivery today, so he has to do a little work on the front walk and the porch to make sure that the delivery guy is safe. Hopefully they will do that delivery later in the day when it's easier to keep them safe. So, cozy day in the house. Well, it depends on how quickly it warms up and everything. We probably will be walking the dogs, but maybe not. We certainly don't want any slippery disasters with the dogs. So it's possible they don't get a walk today. We will play it by ear. Meanwhile, yesterday we did go out and about a little bit. I mailed the Uggs. Lori, they're coming. Laura, they're coming. And this morning as I'm laying there, you know, in my twilight sleep, thinking, you know, I'm like, oh man, I didn't even put a note in the box. I'm just like, put these Uggs fit in this box, pack, label, go. I didn't even write a note. I'm so sorry. But I think you'll know who they're from. But still, that would have been a nice thing to do. But I did not do it. But I did go to the post office. I did. Talked to a friend of mine for a little while, went to the post office, and then we finally noticed on the calendar that today's the day our car needed to be in the shop for its annual checkup. So we had to drive over and drop it off yesterday afternoon. So we were out quite a while before we gave the dogs their walk. So our car is in the shop. But We may not pick it up till tomorrow, given the state of the roads. No rush. That's the joys of having two cars. One of them is a car my dad gave me 5 years ago, 6 years ago. He decided that he was a menace on the road, and he gave me his car. I'm like, Daddy. But he did. And it's what we call our dog car. But it's a perfectly lovely car that runs beautifully. It's a station wagon. We take our dogs on it. I don't know if you can see this thing right here. This looks like Wall-E. If you ever watched that cartoon about the robot, this thing looks like Wall-E. And apparently Dennis is filming me. So this is a... No, it's not recording. This is a camera. He just, you know, he got in this flurry of things that he wanted, and he wanted this camera. And I'm not sure what his ultimate plan for it is, but it's sitting here. And if I move, or I don't know, and you can see it went green, and when it's green, it's like it's sending the signal, but apparently Dennis doesn't have it going anywhere to be recorded. But anyway, so this is a camera, and it's got like 2 cameras on it, so it looks like eyes. It's very creepy, and I just noticed behind me it's starting to move around. Kim stopped by yesterday, sister-in-law Kim. She was in the neighborhood having lunch with friends and stopped by to say hi to her mom and whatever, and she took the face cream that I didn't like. Because Christy said she didn't want it. She's very particular about her face creams too, and she didn't want it. But I've had a couple people tell me they think this might be soap. This might be a slice of homemade soap. So it's possible. So I will take some water to that and see what I think. It might be soap. So I have actually been using my tallow face balm, and I'm surprisingly happy with it, even though when you first put it on you can feel the grease, but the grease pats off and leaves really soft skin. And last night after my shower I put it on, and I wasn't thinking about it. I mean, I sat for a while because my hair had to dry, and then I went to bed, and I undoubtedly have tallow balm on my pillowcase, but I didn't really notice anything, and my face is nice and soft. So I'm not as unhappy with my tallow face balm as I thought I would be. So it doesn't feel quite so urgent to come up with another plan, because I'm relatively happy with my tallow face balm, and I might become enamored with it, and since they put the name of their company on the label of that bottle, I'll be able to buy it again if I want to. And good luck to Kim if she loves it, because there's not a stitch on that bottle that gives her a clue who to buy it from. I complained about that yesterday. I won't go on about it again. So anyway, Kim took that. She didn't know. Funny, she didn't know that I'm allergic to fragrance. We've known each other for 33 years. And she lived with us when Dennis and I first got married. She lived with us for 6 months or so. Right after we got married, because she moved east. She was in California trying to make a living in show business. She's a singer, beautiful voice. And she's an actress too. And then she moved back east and stayed with us for a while. So she and I are good friends, and we know each other very well. My glasses are tilted. Isn't that weird? She didn't know I was allergic to fragrance. That's funny. So anyway, she got the aloe vera face stuff. She thought it was lovely, and that's good. Somebody's using it. So, the big news that I forgot to tell you yesterday, and I'm pretty sure I forgot, and if I didn't, then, you know, you're going to hear it again, because that's how we roll here. I bought my train ticket for my trip to New Orleans. Christy, my daughter Christy, and I are going to New Orleans at Easter time. She gets a couple of days off at Easter time. And I'm taking the train, and I really splurged and got a room on the train, which is a big splurge. But it has a bathroom. It has a little bathroom. It's like a little, you know, and I'm going to pretend like Poirot going, you know, on a train trip, you know, the Orient Express. It's nothing like the Orient Express, but it's a lovely big space for me to be in, and I splurged. But I really wanted to do that, and earlier when I looked, I could get a train from Philadelphia on Wednesday and arrive in Tuscaloosa on Thursday afternoon, which I thought Christy would be able to get off for Thursday afternoon. And then we would finish the train trip to New Orleans from there. And then we would have all day Friday and all day Saturday in New Orleans. And then come home in the morning Sunday, which is Easter morning, and drop her off in the afternoon in Tuscaloosa, and I keep going and get home on Monday afternoon back to Philadelphia. And that's what I had looked at earlier, but we hadn't finalized anything. And then when I went back, that trip no longer was available. And it's because of the leaving Philly on Wednesday part. Apparently nobody wants to come back on Sunday, but it's the getting there part, and that was taken. So I had to change my plan and leave a day early. So now I'm leaving on Tuesday, and I will arrive in New Orleans Wednesday night. Now, if Christy can get off all day Thursday, great. She can be on the train with me, and we can spend Wednesday. She can get off on Wednesday, because I'm going to get there Wednesday night. And then we'll have Thursday, Friday, and Saturday all day in New Orleans, which sounds wonderful. But if she can't, and she comes and arrives on Thursday night, then I have a day by myself in New Orleans, which I am perfectly happy to do. And then 2 days with her and back on the train on Sunday. So I know you got your, I'm sure you got your calendars out so you could follow that. Sorry. But I was very excited. So I booked that. So I'm ending up with an extra day in New Orleans. Maybe with Christy, maybe by myself. But that's what I'm going to be doing. In fact, I had to change my hair appointment. I had my hair appointment starting on Tuesday. And I'm like, nope. Got to change that because I'm going to be on the train. So I'm very excited about that. So my Kim, my sister-in-law, her daughter went to Tulane, so she's very familiar with New Orleans. And she said, "Oh, I have some information. I'll bring it next time." And she's like very kind of jealous. She's like, "Oh, I want to go to New Orleans." And so, well, if things fall through and Christy doesn't come, then maybe Kim will come with me. We shall see. I'm fully expecting Christy to be here, and I'm looking forward to that very much. And that will be my 50th state. I've never been to Louisiana. It's the only state that I haven't been to out of the 50 United States. I've even been to Puerto Rico, which is technically not a state, but is part of the United States, and I have been there too. But not Louisiana, so I'm very excited. Yesterday, I did that running around, and, you know, we were late walking the dogs, we were late getting back and starting our dinner and things like that, but all was well. Aura and I watched Avira. I didn't do any knitting, and I've decided that I'm gonna knit today because, you know, my arm hurts regardless whether I knit or not, and it feels like, well, if it's gonna hurt anyway, I might as well knit. Now, it doesn't hurt me while I knit, although the brilliant people on my Zoom assure me that that doesn't necessarily mean my arm isn't sore because I knit. It just means that it isn't sore during my knitting. But I'm going to knit anyway. I'm not going to knit a lot. I'm going to knit a little bit. I guess Laura and I will probably be watching Vera again because she really likes those, and I like them too, but I've seen them before. Some of them I've seen more than once. But that's okay. We're going through the whole series from beginning to end. We are very far along. I think we're on season 12 now, maybe. So we're almost done. Season 14 only has 2 shows, so they started really cutting back on how many shows in a season. So I don't know how long we have. We may only have a week of Vera left, doing one at a time. But I will knit maybe during Vera, and then I'll go back to reading. I've been reading these Andy Carpenter books by David Rosenthal, and really enjoying them. These are cozy mysteries with a little bit of courtroom drama, which I like, a courtroom drama, and a little snarky, you know, kind of fun. I've really been enjoying them. He wrote them early, I mean in 2006, 2007, so these have been around for a while, so you probably already read them. But I did not, and I'm enjoying them. So I probably get another one of those and read it because it's relaxing to me. So Pearl got to sleep with us again last night. It's so nice. Feels much more normal. But we still have to be careful. She has to have her harness on with her handle. We call it her handle. So Dennis can guide her down the steps so she doesn't get too carried away and doesn't, you know, bang really hard on that leg as she's going down, since it's her front leg that's broken. So 2 weeks more at least. You know, the doctor wanted to give it more time. We've already invested all this time. We want that leg fixed. So that's it. That's my newses. Can't think of anything else going on. I still haven't done what I'm supposed to do. I'm looking at all my... Oh, the box that the Uggs fit in to mail. I mean, they're in their shoebox, but you can't just mail a shoebox. So I put it in a box. Well, that box is the box that had my parents... oh, I probably told you this yesterday. Files and things in it. So they're in a pile here, but I have to go through them anyway, so might as well. And I do have a bit of a deadline because Russ and Pat are coming, and we eat at the table when they're here, mostly. So I've got to do some work. My lawyer's going on vacation for 3 weeks. I think it's too late to have him do anything for me. I can't think of anything, you know. He has to tell me. I don't know what I'm doing. So, but I do need to get organized for the accountant. And I think I need to focus on that. Because I called the guy because I thought, oh, I better call him, get on his schedule. And he sent me paperwork that I haven't even read yet. I know. I'm so bad at this. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It's been my mantra for decades. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. So, you can tell I need to knit for a little while, right? I think I need to knit for a little while. Even if it isn't helping my arm, I'm still going to do it. And I'm going to read a book I enjoy and talk to my mother-in-law and watch a Vera. I mean, my life is getting so boring. Although, let's face facts. This is what, 1640? Video 1640 or something. My life has been really boring for a long time. And you guys are very well aware of it. Oh, well. But, you know. Coffee with a friend. That's what I do. You too. I gotta go. I'm gonna try to make this under 20 minutes, and I have to go really quick if I'm gonna do that. Please take good care of yourselves. Please, please, please stay safe and stay sane.